Here we are again, guys, this evening with another video topic, and this is an extra video that I'm going to throw in because I get this a lot with the people that I talk to, because it's like they're going through something with a narcissistic individual and they cannot understand why things are happening the way they're happening. They can't understand why they are going through this abuse cycle with this person, even though these people don't even know that's what it is. They just have a lot of questions as to why things are happening. And the reason why you are being toyed around so much by this narcissistic person is because they have so much power over you that it is not even funny, and you don't even recognize it. They want you to want them. They want you to depend on them. They want you not only to want them, but to need them. They set it up so that's exactly what will happen. They don't want you to be independent. They want you to be their slave. And when it's all said and done, the narcissist wants you perfectly discarded. And you might ask, what does that mean? They basically want to destroy you as much as they can, to take as much as they can out of you, to strip you of every ounce of self-esteem and confidence that you have within yourself, to then leave you flat on your face, to go to somebody else, to go to a new supply source, to do this to somebody else. And it's nasty, isn't it? But this is what they do, and they crave that power and control. And a lot of the time, behind the scenes, they are laughing their heads off in the most evilest way possible as to how much power they have. It's all a game to them. Emotions, dealing with people, relationships, nothing is real to the narcissist. Nothing. So any relationships they have, it's all fake. It's all fake relationships. And even for me personally, going through this so much in my life, it made me realize how fake so many people actually are. And like how much I valued certain people whenever I came to the realization of how little they actually valued me. But they make it seem and pretend like they value you a lot whenever they want certain things. And that's why you think they value you just as much as you value them, but it's not true. Because you would be there regardless of anything. But they're only there on certain circumstances. It's not the same for you, because you value actual relationships. While narcissistic people, there has to be requirements. There has to be things involved that is going to help them and hurt you. Financially, emotionally, spiritually. They will do whatever they can to get as much out of you as possible and then leave you for death. And that is exactly why they want you and every other victim perfectly discarded to the best of their ability, because they don't want to leave them with any power. They don't want to leave them with any hope, because now it's going to cause a narcissistic injury in the narcissist if you gain your power back, because it's going to show them that they did not have the power over you. And everything to these individuals is power. They have to be the ones that have power over their situation, even if you're a way more well put together person. You have everything going for you and they have little to nothing. They're still going to convince you that they have more power over you. And they're going to make it so. They're going to make you believe that you're the lucky one to have them. Even though you might have the finances, everything. Like you had not just that, just like everything. But they still brainwash you into believing that they are the ones that are important and you are the lucky one to have them. Even though you are carrying the whole damn relationship. You know what I mean? It just, that's what they do. And it's completely insane. And you gotta feel for the people that are going through this stuff today, because you do not realize how far behind you are, and it is an absolute nightmare to get yourself out of those situations. I'm so lucky that I went through so much at a young age and seen true colors, because I was out here looking for the right girl to be with, to have the right girlfriend, the right girl of my match, something that's going to be good for me. I wasn't looking for any of the disastrous things that has happened to me over the years. I wasn't looking for any of that, because it is very damaging. It's brutal. It's brutal when you're sold a dream, and it is what it is. Like, I know how I'm going to teach my son and daughter everything. They're never going to be in trouble because of me, and I know that for a fact. Now, something can happen, but I'll be right behind them to back them up. And even my closer friends, and even the people that's around me. I want to make people feel good, not the opposite. And I have all the experience, all the wisdom, all the information, everything, to make everybody's lives better that is around me and that I choose to have around. I just hate, like, I understand that the reason why I like want to save people is because I know what it's like to have to go through absolute misery and hell and literally not know what to do. Because whenever I went through all this stuff, I didn't necessarily know what to do. I just started doing all the right things. And that's actually what you do. And you have to keep doing it for years. You can't just do it a couple times and think your life is going to get better, because you have to be on this path of self-improvement. It's like you have to do it for like half a decade, and once you get consistent with it, it like erases the past, and you become so much of a better person. And you become strong because you did it for that long. And now nothing that ever happened is even in the picture. Like, it doesn't even matter. It's so far in the past, it's not even funny. And now you are you. You are the person you always needed to be. And a lot of the times, things like that can happen to your advantage, to give you leverage to actually become the person you were supposed to become. Because maybe if those things didn't happen, maybe you would not have ever got the motivation to become who you were supposed to. So, and I truly believe that. I truly believe even the things that happened to me at such a young age happened for me and not to me, because I seen the truth and the ugly sides to life whenever I needed to. And it helped, for sure. Like, I got on my shit at such a young age when everybody else was still partying, turning up. Everybody's doing what I was doing before things really hit the fan. And I was like, you guys are all doing the wrong damn things. Everyone is. And I started to do the right things at such a younger age. Now I'm light years ahead of everybody. Not everybody, you just know what I mean. A lot of people, majority of people. And that's what you get for being smart, listening to your gut instincts, being brave, having a backbone, having discipline, making sacrifices, suffering short term for better long term results. It's all things like this that you must do. Life is not always pleasant, but you can make it more pleasant and more fulfilling and better if you wish to. And just know that if you were in the midst with some of these individuals, they do have power over you, whether you want to believe it or not. If you have a relationship, a friendship, if you are family and you are close to them, with any narcissists, period, they have power over you. They have to be eliminated for good. And that's the only way you can gain your power back, because these people are power snatchers. They gain power off of having power over you. That's how they gain their power. When you don't let them have power over you, they have no power and they feel powerless. And they're actually going to get mad and they're actually going to get upset at you for not letting them have power over you, because they cannot accept anything less. That is how toxic they are. And like, there's so many people that like I naturally have more power than, but I'm not an energy sucker. I'm not toxic. I don't gain power myself over gaining power over people that I already know in my head that I'm more powerful than. Just like physicality, knowledge, experience, all these things. Like you just see people and you know that you're further ahead than they are, like clearly. Because you just see them, you see how they behave and stuff like this, and it's like, it's not like I want to go around these individuals and be superior and act all macho and stuff like this. But this is exactly what narcissists do. Guys, I stay in my lane. Narcissists do not stay in their lane because they have to get out of their lane to get into other people's heads to gain power off of them, because they don't know how to gain power themselves. It's all an ego thing to these individuals. And that's why if you were with them and they have all this power over you, they want to perfectly discard you because they don't want to be with you forever. And it's not like you know this, but it's the truth. They only want you for a certain period of time until they go to somebody else, because they're always capable of finding somebody else that might not have the knowledge, that might not know who they are, and they continue to do this till the end of time. They have a personality disorder, guys. They cannot help themselves. This is how they do their thing. This is how they survive. They cannot be a regular person of value themselves. They survive off of destroying other people. And that is all I got to say in this video, because I got another video to do and I could keep going on a little bit in this one, but I'm going to cut it there so I don't keep repeating myself or anything like that. Let me get to this next one.